Today on the ChatEDU Check-In, Solving the Catch-Up Crisis with AI. This week's check-in is from an article titled, America's Schools Are Terrible at Catching Kids Up, How AI Can Help, from the 74. The first takeaway is that there is a massive gap between student grades and actual proficiency, leading many high-achieving high school graduates to enter college unprepared for basic coursework. The paradox is driven by a combination of pandemic disruptions, grade inflation, and the removal of standardized testing requirements like those SATs and ACTs. So even when students seem like they're prepared and are successful on paper with, a high grade point average, they actually often lack the quantitative skills necessary for higher education. So this creates this deceptive reality where parents and students believe they're on track, and then they get there and they're actually behind. The second takeaway is that national data reveals that American schools are largely failing to help struggling students regain grade level standing once they fall behind. Only a tiny fraction of schools nationwide successfully move the average student toward academic recovery. There's a lot of reasons this happens. Teachers face this impossible task of managing dozens of students with all these different needs while trying to deliver a standard curriculum. Without better tools, students who start behind in early grades typically remain behind in the bottom third of their class through high school. And students that start really far behind continue to stay really far behind. The third takeaway is where the good news comes in, and that is that artificial intelligence offers a scalable solution by analyzing student work in real time to identify specific learning misconceptions and recommending targeted instructional strategies. So the technology can act as a playbook for teachers, allowing really personalized intervention without replacing human judgment. And it can do it a lot quicker than a teacher could by analyzing 30 students' work all at once. So there's no way that human teachers can manually analyze every assignment for 30 students or more if you're talking about middle and high school all at one time. So AI can actually do a really good job of surfacing those insights. Early pilots in places like the Bronx and New York are already using these tools to identify what is holding students back and providing teachers with evidence-based coaching. The trick here is that once teachers know where kids are falling behind, they need the time to help the kid catch up. So this will help refine where those gaps are and what teachers need to do to help fill in the gaps, hopefully allowing students to catch up and reviewing the most important things and not reviewing things that they already have mastered. The tension here lies in the uncomfortable truth that student grades aren't telling the whole story. There's a lot of grade inflation going on, and student grades are actually masking what students are really struggling with and where they haven't mastered content yet. So we need accurate information for teachers to be able to fill in those gaps so that once students start falling behind, they can be caught up really quickly without falling further and further and further behind. So what do you think? Will AI help students catch up if the teachers know exactly where they're falling behind? Or is it just another solution that is really difficult to implement, and we'll see if we can get those students caught up? Let us know what you think. Drop us a review or a comment and let us know what you think. We'll keep the conversation going. Remember to check out the check-ins every Tuesday and Thursday, and the big show with me and Matt every Friday. Bye.